And so for that, I'm grateful. I appreciate it. My brother is smart. My brother is talented. He's handsome. He's very loving.
He cold on them
hoes. He likes to try to act like he don't love nobody. He hate all. He like, yeah, he try to do all that hard shit, but I always see past it. You know, and I that's what I love about him. He's a man, and people always say, you know, women can't teach. No, my mother made a damn good man.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know, so don't ever let nobody, you know, teach you or give you all that bullshit because it's possible.
All she did was just find other men outside of it to just show you examples. That's it.
Was what, you know, it was other people around that he could get that from. But who he as a person, I solely attribute that to my mother.
Yeah. 100%.
And how he is. He raises his child. You know, he puts her first. You know, his efforts, his work, all that stuff he does. It's not, he don't think about just himself. He could.
Yeah.
He could. Because we've seen other people do it.
Mm-hmm.
But he also, as somebody who has been on the other side of that, he didn't ever want to make nobody else feel like that. And I appreciate that about him. You know, I promise you, if I could play basketball, I would have did it because of my brother. If I could have gotten a talent show and rapped and did Method Man and real stuff, like, I would have done it. You know, those were certain things that he did. You know,
nigga, heat boy.
With my brother for 1 year, and people drove him crazy about me.
I'm going to smack the fuck out the whole school.
What the target was, and they did it, but my brother made sure. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with her, but I'm gonna fuck her up. You know, because that's what I'm gonna do. But I appreciate the way he helped me to channel my anger and all the other stuff, and you know, he's a reliable person, and for a man to be able to be reliable like that, and to be responsible, and to be respectful, and you know, just he's an all-around great person. Nobody could ever, in my eyes, say anything bad about my brother. Number one, you ain't gonna say it anyway, but
cause she crazy. I'm telling you. Cause soon as you say something left about either one of us, she coming, fam.
Yeah, and so, cause I could dote on my brother all day. Cause me and Erika do in private. He doesn't know it, but we always talk about how cool he is and the way we appreciate him. You know, over the years. With Erika, that's my child.
Oh my God, that's my baby.
She's my child because when I go to the store, I can't get something for me. I have to buy something for my child. So I can't come home and Erika didn't get anything. So this nigga, boy, like she's had it made since the day she was born. Like Mama told us stories about how me and Tony wanted to run away and we packed shit for Erika because we was taking Erika too. She was like, nigga, that's my baby. Y'all got my baby back. Like, what are y'all doing? You know, certain things like that. But that's what I love to hear, that even when we were in trouble or if we were going to leave, we were leaving together, the three of us.
Yeah. So
even at that age, because me and Tony couldn't have been nothing but 6 and 3 years old, you know, at this point doing that. But with Erika is, that's our, she's our sensitive soul. You know, when she was younger, you couldn't look at her, you couldn't touch her, you couldn't talk to her, nothing. She just wanted her mama, you know, leave me alone. You look at her wrong, you hurt her feelings.
Right, I felt that.
Right,
I felt the thought. That's why I said all the time. I felt that, nigga. That hurt. That hurt. Fuck you.
Erika was in her shell, but since Erika was a kid, Erika's always been funny. Erika's the life of the party. Erika is a damn good friend. She's a good person.
Oh, she's gonna cry. She's gonna cry. Oh, clench your butt. Tighten your butt.
I almost murdered many a nigga in the club.
Jesus. Oh my God.
In other settings over my sister. For instance, I'll tell people because I don't care.
Okay.
You know, one night we were at a party and, you know, I was supposed to be with some church friends and stuff. It was supposed to be cool. And somebody tried my sister. And the next thing I know, I'm outside in below zero, and I don't have a bra, shirt, top, not just titties.
Her titties is out.
And they told me I hulked out on somebody, and it took 15 people to pull me off of this nigga. So I don't. For this reason, I don't get mad.
Walter walked around the corner. He said, "All I saw was titties." I said, "What is going on?" It took his coat off. He was like, "My bad."
Niggas, you know, and I'm just standing
What's going on?
But I'm lucky in that aspect too, because I did have some male friends around who had they were gentlemen that gave me their coat and took me to their car and drove me around to calm me down so I didn't go to jail that night. Right. Or when my sister turned 25 and she decided to be ridiculous and get drunk.
Oh, you gonna tell that? Damn, she's gonna bet she just left me for dead on my own block.
And once again, I didn't come out of my top this time. But it did take a lot of people to keep me out for one nigga. But also in that instance, yet again, we had other people around because of the friends that we were to them. Right. They came to our aid. Right. Once again, people were trying to, just take her home, let her rest, and all this. No, I called my Uncle Jimmy, who was a firefighter. He was like, you don't take her home. You take her to the emergency room. My sister could have fucking died because I'm listening to other people telling me, just take her home, give her a little Gatorade, let her sleep it off. No, she would have been gone. Because she had to have a stomach pump and everything else. But nevertheless, Jesus. I digress. That doesn't mean anything. When it comes
don't
to
drink
Erika,
tequila, kids, ever.
I realize her sensitiveness comes with her creativity. It's a part of her art. It's the way she looks at things. She's very colorful. She's very animated. She, at times, if she's being serious, then it must mean something to her. Because 9 times out of 10, she's got a joke for you. Like to hear it. Fuck Joe. She just wanted to try. She was never afraid to try anything. That's what I always admire about my sister. She could get in front of people and speak and throw jokes or whatever you gave her to do, she could get up there and do it. So for that, I've always admired because I don't like talking in front of people. I don't even like people.
She doesn't.
That's why there's something else I appreciate about because we can go out somewhere now to say red, red. Everybody knows who she is because she's so cool, and I'm glad that other people get to see what we see, and that who she is and the efforts that she makes. With this podcast stuff, we didn't understand it. But it's like, fuck it. Whatever you want to do, I'm going to always support it. Yeah. Always. It don't matter if you want me to get on here and sing folk songs. I can learn. So I can get on here and do it.
We're going to do it.
Because that's what she wanted. Erika will always and forever be spoiled. Erika is super spoiled.
Wow.
Erika doesn't realize how spoiled she is.
Wow.
Tony, I could go on for days, people. Listen, my mother... Tony can be right next door to her.
Listen.
But if she needs something, she's going to call me or Erika to come and do it when he is sitting right there.
And what I do, call Tony and say, hey, man, go on over.
And this is just me having a middle child moment. But he's the first and he's a boy.
Right.
And Erika's the youngest. So they always, it's a dub for me either way. So I just I didn't used to take my dub quietly. I did.
No, you did not.
I was very boisterous, and then I tried some shit, and she smacked shit out of me. Yeah, and I was like, I can't hit her back. So
right, let me just chill.
So ever since then, I've been super chill when it comes to trying to get my point across, but I love the way that my siblings are supportive. We all support each other. If ain't nobody going to be there, we know that we're going to be there for each other. Mm-hmm. When it comes down to my mom, we all rally around. It's not nobody, dropping the ball. We've never treated each other. There's no big eyes, no little use. There's none of that when it comes. There's no competitiveness, none of that. And I appreciate that because I see the people. I have friends and people who, or they don't have relationships with their mothers, or they have sucky relationships with their siblings and shit. It's the weirdest shit to me because I'm like, how? Right. To me, my siblings are my favorite people. Yeah. So, but that's because, once again, can I reiterate? Is this thing on? Yeah. I do not like people.
I can't stand them.
Because I don't like people. And the older I've gotten, I attribute my introvertedness to my brother. I feel like I learned that
how to chill. Shit.
I've turned into the turtle. I joined. Mm. And I don't mind it, but I appreciate the peace that comes with it. I understand that. When Tony was younger, me and Erika used to be like, man, Tony always gone, man.
This nigga was never at the house. I'm like, who is this?
Can he be our
I want to hang out with Tyrone and them. I like Tyrone and Jeff.
We're girls. He was a house full of girls. He needed an out.
Right.
So we get and appreciate that stuff now, but he never, sort of the fighting. Everything was cool.
Everything was chill.
So I thank God for my awesome siblings. I know if I needed anything and they have it, even if we don't have it, we're going to find a way to make it happen for one another. And to everybody out there who has siblings, you don't have mine. So you're fucking something. But anyway, that's just how I feel. Mines are better. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm sure y'all's are great too, but these are mine, and I'm grateful for them.
That was nice. You ain't even drop a tear. I seen you.
I choked that shit down. Yeah, it was coming up my eyes.
Push it down. Keep it down. Hold it down, player. It's all cool.
I pinched it. It's gone.
It's something to chill. Okay, so from the baby's point of view, it's nice over here in Australia. It's nice. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody look at me. Everybody. Erika got all that hair and freckles, and Erika's this and that. And, ooh, and Tony, his eyes.
I know you ain't lying. Keesha and her hair and that body. Don't play.
I was ugly, baby.
Oh, okay, whatever, nigga. All right, cool. So, okay, stand you. So, right, that came out like this. Came out fine. Even when she ain't had her hair in the back, the back
like to keep reminding me that I had a Mr. T.
Yeah, she had the Mr. T.
In the middle. That's it.
I ain't have no hair, so I couldn't even say nothing. Shut my bald-headed ass up. Tony is someone that I mimic. He's the reason I love music, hip-hop. I'll say that. And no, I'll say music, but mainly hip-hop. You introduced me to hip-hop. And when you put me, like, I've listened to it, radio, you know what I'm saying, that, stuff like that. But I think it was one day you put me on the Jay-Z, and I ain't left him. I didn't leave him. I've been on this nigga since you put me there. You was like, check this out. I'm like, this is my nigga. I'm with him. I ain't going nowhere. And then it just like spread it out like Wu-Tang and like mainly like New York rap. So I feel like Tony was one that's what he was listening to. Like, we in Kentucky, I call it Louisville, because I don't know. I hate Kentucky. But we heard, so it's South, it's Southern. So, you know, you had 3-6, you had No Limit, you had, you know, all the Southern stuff that was going on. But my brother was listening to New York. Like, he was listening to Wu-Tang and, you know, Rockefeller, Bad Boy, everybody, just anybody. Yeah, Rakim. Queens, it didn't matter. Like, it was everything, and it was New York. It was Redman. Yeah. All of them.
That's the only way I know about most Def and all that stuff and Big Pun.
Yeah.
You know, Twins is my shit.
Yes, that's that motherfucking shit.
My brother, like I said, I was prissy, so I ain't listen. The hip hop portion does come from Tony.
That's Tony, and in the video games for me. So when I would, Tony had all the toys. He had the Legos. We had toys too, but it was just the fact that it was different from what me and Keesha had to share. Like, I love playing Barbies. Like, we used to, Barbies, we had the shit set up. We had the pink Jeep, you know what I'm saying? Like, the house. We had all kind of shit. Like, we was really having fun with the shit. And then I would, like, want to do something different. I go downstairs to Tony's room, and he's playing a video game. It's the first PlayStation. It's the Genesis. It's every fucking console that probably came out. This nigga had it. And so I would like watch him play that, and he would have Legos. And then me and Keesha would, like, he would get mad at us because we would go in his room and be in his bottom drawer just playing with his Legos and shit. And it was funny because, like, you'll be building your shit, and we'll try to make sure, like, don't mess it up, because if he finds out, he gonna know it's us. He gonna whip our ass, basically.
You have that Master P, though.
No, Trayvon had the Master P, dog.
That he kept in his closet. What big toy?
Was it a clown thing? Was it one of the bop things?
It was like an army man or something. It was huge. I don't know what it was, but he used to keep it in the closet so that we wouldn't get to his shit. Yeah. Like, Tony got hip to us.
Yeah, like, I think you would come home and start to see, like, certain shit was moving. He was like, I teach these niggas.
He hide his shit from us because we would be in there, like Erika said, nigga, we was wanting to play with
I want to play with your Legos. Like, we was bringing our Barbie dolls down and playing with your Legos type shit. Like, we was integrating shit before, you know, that was even a thing. That's what we was trying to do. And he would, you know, so I wanted a console. So that the mom was like, damn, now I gotta buy. I'm just gonna buy one. That's what she started doing instead of like you don't get your individual one. Like, no, I'm buying one for the house, and it'll be in this location, and that's what y'all gonna play on. So I learned that from him. Now, as far as like growing up, I would plaster my walls with posters, and I think I got that from Janine from across the street. That stayed across the street from Granny. I went in her room one day, and she had like everybody on her wall: Salt and Pepper, Big Daddy Kane, and I mean, she had the shit on her ceiling, and I was like, yo, this motherfucker's lit. And so when I got my own room at 13, it was over, nigga. I was in Kroger's every motherfucking day trying to pick up Right On, and I'm talking about every fucking magazine that came. I need the Essence, nigga.